lean in and let's chat for a second. Will you tell me which excuse you were going to use today to not go to that high level corporate position, right? That high achieving rank you have, or the business that you created, and you woke up this morning and was it, I don't know, A, I'm feeling a little under the weather. B, I have a family emergency. C, my car won't start. Right? I'm just curious, right? How creative are we? I mean, first of all, let's pop that in the comments, right? Which excuse has been showing up for you, maybe on the regular, so that you don't have to go to that really successful job you've got? And you were like, this is it, this is the thing. And you now show up and you somehow feel like it's the worst nightmare that you've ever had in your entire life, right in front of your very eyes. And from the outside looking in, you look like you got it nailed down, right? And so your friends think you've got it all together, you're living the dream, you checked all the boxes. And instead, what you do is wake up with dread every single morning that you have to go to work. And oh, by the way, now it's chewing into Sundays, because do you relate to this? Because now Sunday's a bear, because you're planning for the dread of the whole week. Anyone? I know you're listening. So if this is you, then hi, my name is Jen. I'm the founder and owner of Laughing Lotus Wellness. I'm a transformational purpose coach and expert. What I do is work with women just like you. And I know you because I was her. And so I've been where you are. And so what I love to do is work with women who are really high achieving and successful, and have somehow along the way lost their path and feel like they've lost a sense of alignment and purpose in their world, right? And so what we do is come together and I help them gain clarity in where they want to go, right? Based on where they've been, and how are we going to do that together, right? And so we're really kind of realigning you with that sense of not just being successful, because money isn't everything, but successful and purposeful. And so you can really create that impact you want to leave. And in midlife, honestly, a lot of us transition in that place. So where we started in our 20s and 30s isn't necessarily where we're landing in our 40s and 50s, right? And so we want to just take a look at that. And that's what I love to do. It's my passion. So let me introduce myself to you for just a couple of minutes. So I have been a licensed independent clinical social worker for over 22 years now. And 20 of those years was spent in psychotherapy. And I'm a 3-time business owner. I love entrepreneurship from the bottom of my soul. And so I just am so passionate about stepping in and helping women make these transitions based on all of that experience. And what I really do is combine that with my very favorite healing modalities. And so we put that all together in a kind of choose your own adventure style. And we do some coaching to help figure out how to get you back on track, how to pivot and make a lane change in your life. Today, we're going to be talking about manifesting. This is a superpower that everyone has. And for some of us, it just feels like it went dormant. And so today we're going to be talking about an exercise. I'm going to share an exercise or practice with you that is of my soul. And so it combines a little bit of a psychotherapy practice that I used to use with some of my, like I said, kind of the certifications and healing and things like that. They're kind of combined together in this practice. So I'm going to invite you to do this. Take a nice tall seat wherever you are, but get comfortable. We won't be here a long time. I wish we could be, but we won't be, so that you can do your life, because I know how busy you are. So today we're going to be just dropping in, finding an anchor through that seat, beginning to really deepen and lengthen the breath. And I'm going to be honest, for some of us, this will be the first really conscientious breath we've taken today. It's the first time we're fully aware that we are of this moment and taking a really beautiful breath. And what we're going to do is I'm going to invite you into a visualization. So as you breathe, and I want you to stay really focused on that even steady breath, right? We're not running a race. This is just supposed to be a beautiful fluid flow of breath and an exercise. So I want you to imagine a space, a room, whatever's comfortable to you. Perhaps you might imagine, or pretend that you can, see some furniture in a space. Maybe it's a room you know. Maybe it's one you make up in your mind. Whatever works for you is great. And there's some seating, there's something on the walls, maybe there's a window, a door, whatever. It doesn't matter. You can get as creative and in depth as you want to with that. You just want to visualize this space. And what you're going to imagine is that you, yes, you, walk in the door and come to sit down. So seated across from yourself, you begin to talk about the relationship that you have with abundance, with things in your life. You say, hey, I think it's important that we check in here. I feel like there's some things in my life that I want more of. Maybe it's purpose. Maybe it's wealth. Maybe it's relationship and connection. Maybe it's refinding yourself because maybe your kids have gone and they're off in school. And you just think, it's time for me again. And so seated across from this version of you, you say, what is it that I need to be able to do to create or manifest more of what I want in my life? And what I invite you to do is, as you sit here, I want you to listen. I want you to understand that this version of you across from you is the very highest form of who you are. It is the form without all the layers of the gunk, the conditioning that's laid upon us from the time that we're born, the stories and beliefs, right, that we carry around because of our experiences. And we're going to let all of that slide off, and seated in front of you is this ethereal, wise, beautiful, patinaed version of you who has all the answers. And they're not stressed and strained or burnt out or constrained by the things in their lives. And so right now, they are fully present and aware and here for you. And so this is like talking to a wizened shaman or someone that is an ancestor from a long time ago. And so I really want you to just listen as you breathe. I'm going to give you a couple minutes, and I want you to listen in. What do I need to manifest more of in my life? And what, if anything, might be getting in my way? And so as you breathe, making sure we're taking full, expansive breath, perhaps down into the belly, the ribs and chest. Mindfully flowing with the breath. Inviting in inside awareness. Just breathing here. Trusting whatever comes through. And trusting that if it's hard for you to even visualize this, that you're still receiving information. Everyone is different. And rather than struggling with having this visual aid in your mind, you can just breathe here and open yourself up for receiving. That's all that you have to do. And your information could come in the form of words or pictures, how you feel in your body, just noticing if something's transforming, noticing a spot or space where you might be gripping or holding and releasing that with the breath. And really trusting that the right information is going to flow in, whatever you need to know, whatever is best for your highest good. And the magic of meditation, the magic of healing and energy work is that things show up even beyond the time that you're actually practicing. So trusting and knowing that information could show up in the form of a dream or something you hear on the radio, right? It comes in all sorts of beautiful forms. And so it's just really paying attention and bringing awareness to that, trusting that what's supposed to be here for you will show up. And so coming back into your space, coming back into that breath, just showing back up here. And I just want you to, if you had some kind of experience, feel free to drop it below. I'd love to hear from you. And it's always beautiful to just connect and understand that this is a practice, okay? So if you went in today and you went, wait a minute, Jen, like not a lot happened and I don't know what's happening, it's okay. And this is what I say to beginner meditators, because I know that meditation and visualization can be a new practice for a lot of people. Breath work is a new practice for a lot of people. And so I love making space at the table for people to have these new experiences. And so be really gracious with yourself. Just have a lot of compassion. Maybe save this video and come back and watch it again another time. and then maybe another time, and then maybe another time, right? So what really happens is the consistency of this practice is where the magic is. And so if you've been practicing a long time, you could drop right in, beautiful. And if you can and this is new, it's okay. And trust me that it takes time. Just give yourself a lot of time and space and love and grace that it'll come exactly the way that it's supposed to for you, I promise. And so I've been teaching it a long time. I know how it works. And so just give yourself that space. So as we close today, first of all, of course, I want to say thank you so much for being here. And what I really want to invite you to do is if this was at all helpful, I would love, love, love to see you. Hop on over to my website at laughinglotuswellness.com. If you'd like to build a little bit more of a meditation practice and you kind of know that you want more, but you're not quite sure how, head on over there and grab my free gift. It's right on my website. You go in, subscribe to my email, and those 3 gifts, yes, not 1, not 2, but 3. I sound like a car salesman. You're going to get 3 gifts, and they're so beautiful. And it starts with a workbook, and it's literally based on the signature journey that I take my clients on. And it has the first chapter of my book that I actually wrote. So there's a chapter of my book in the back of it. Then you're going to get a meditation, then you're going to get a sound healing. And what that really is pieces of the layers of how I work and how I coach. And so I really wanted to have someone kind of have an experience, right? And so it's a beautiful gift. And so I want to encourage you to stay the journey. So wherever you, however you do that, I want to encourage you to just stay the journey with this practice and be patient with yourself. But that's a great way to go tap into a little bit of this experience of unraveling kind of where you are and what you want to do. And so again, head over to laughinglotuswellness.com, hit subscribe. You will get those free gifts in your email. Boom, boom, boom. It's awesome. And then feel free to connect and ask any questions if you have them. So until next time, my dear friends, I'm sending you blessings, love, and light. As you are rising on your path to purpose, I am here to support that journey and reach out anytime with questions or comments. That is what I'm here for, my friends. So until next time, we'll see you, but sending you blessings, love, and light.